Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by Dylan.
Yeah.
Tonight, or today,
In your neighborhood.
We're talking about another Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan,
Getting back to our roots.
Dylan brought out the collection, was like, you know what, I think it's been long enough.
It's been too long, actually.
It has been a
What I should have
little
said.
while since the two of us have done a little romp throughout the Godzilla-verse.
Mm-hmm.
And it always surprises me how many Godzilla films there are and how different a lot of them are.
Oh, yeah.
And also how very much the same all of them are.
Yep. Separated into 3 whole eras.
Right. What is the total count?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I didn't
It's
know.
been a while since I looked.
Right. I'm going to come right out and say it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. It's coming. It'll get there eventually.
I said that and then I immediately hesitated.
I'm going to come right out and
Yeah.
not...
I didn't mind this one,
Mhm.
but it wasn't my favorite.
Damn, really?
It was cool. I
Yeah.
liked it, but I think it was just it's just the it's just how different
Yeah.
everything kind of feels.
Mhm.
Because it's not. When is like the super wacky era?
The Showa era.
Is that what this was?
Yes.
Okay, so this must be before it gets really wacky, or I guess before it really, or is this after all that?
It's
Because when did was it Megalon?
Megalon? Yeah.
Yeah. When
That was after this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is in that weird limbo zone where they haven't quite gone full wacky.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like no, I mean like committing to like the whack. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I feel like
the
this one,
Godzilla dick shot with the lightning, bro. I mean, that's
but
that's-
what I'm saying is that like is that overall it still feels a little bit more serious.
yeah.
Like
At least as far as the humans are concerned, I feel.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of takes me out of it. Or I don't want to say takes me out of it, but it kind of it feels like two different things.
Right.
Or like
it might as well be what it is.
and that's what I'm saying. So whereas I feel like with
Loosely
Megalon,
connecting factors.
whereas I feel like with Megalon, it feels a little bit more like the whole thing feels a little wacky.
Of course.
So it's like from the very beginning, you're like, okay, we're in Crazy Town,
Right.
and I know to buckle
I
up.
took the right pills.
Right. This one, it feels a little bit more serious, and then when the monsters show up, it gets wacky.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, I'm not saying I don't like it.
Right.
I'm just saying like it just feels like for me
Mm-hmm.
as a person who has created and done things not anywhere near Godzilla, but it feels like this is where they were trying something new.
Yeah.
And I think some of it stuck, and then they found their groove later,
Right.
and made some really good gems.
Mhm.
But I feel like at this point, like it just, it was, I guess it was half good in both departments, but not wholly good in
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Is what it felt like for me. I'm not saying it's bad.
I feel like a
It-
crystallization of this film specifically would be Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Or
Was it that one or?
I guess it would be both Mechagodzilla films.
Yeah.
Because in both of those movies, I really enjoyed like the human plot as well
Yeah.
as like the monster fights.
Yeah.
As soon as King Caesar shows up, dude, oh my god,
Yeah.
that dude's the fucking best.
Right.
But with this one, I mean, it's just kind of they add
Because-
a bit of like characterization to the monsters themselves, where they've got these stubborn, like just real bratty personalities. It feels like, except for Mothra,
Right.
who is at this point in time a larva still, like a baby,
Right.
and she's trying to talk sense into these two fully grown, supposedly giant monsters.
Right.
Godzilla being one of them, and they're just like, nah, fuck it.
Nah.
Just
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not enjoyable
right.
or that it's not fun to watch.
Yeah.
I in fact, because of how weird
Mm-hmm.
and again, kind of in this limbo stage, the suit design feels. It doesn't feel like
Any
it's,
of the close-up shots where they're like puppets is
Mhm.
it's the funniest part of the films for me.
right. and so
man.
it kind of disconnects me a little bit from it.
Because they look different from the actual suits.
Yeah.
And then they just yucking it up on screen.
Yeah. And then again, this is, I think, the introduction, or I mean, I could be wrong. There could be other movies before this, but like it feels like a lot of times the traditional Godzilla feeling for like the suit actors is they either move slowly or they use slow motion in some way to establish the size.
Right, give you a
Godzilla.
sense of scale.
For this, they don't do that.
They do it in a few shots, but not like the entire time the monsters are on screen.
During any of the fight sequences, it is full motion. Again, not bad, but it definitely is like, oh, this looks a bit more wacky than it normally
like that
would.
for most of the Showa era. They use it a lot more towards the end of it.
Yeah.
With the Mechagodzilla films. But man, I mean, those are a cut above for me. That's like the gold standard of that era for me.
Yeah.
Aside from the original. But man, it's so good.
It is good. And I think it adds a little bit of that comedic value.
Oh, of course.
Especially whenever, like you were saying, Godzilla gets zapped in the ass and he rolls around and he's like, whoa, what the? And it's like that. It's funny. And I'm like, that's great. But at the same time, like I said, for me, it's like, the story felt serious in a way.
Right.
But then
On one hand, you've got this like political coup d'etat going on in some foreign country.
And also like this alien monster that has destroyed another world.
Right. Wiped out the civilization that apparently lived on Venus.
Right, exactly.
Nobody never knew about.
And this Venusian person apparently has somehow, through dimensional travel, has taken over one of our main characters, and she is like a harbinger of the end times.
The prophet.
The prophet. And it's like, so you have that whole like very serious storyline, and then you have, Rodan and Godzilla yucking it up, and throwing rocks at each other.
The fairies have agreed through some means or another to guest star on this reality TV show. Now, I would have loved to have had some elaboration on that scenario. Some dude, some TV executive just somehow ran into them or got in touch with them.
Right.
It was like, hey, would you
just send out mail?
Would y'all like to star on a TV show? And they were just like, sure.
Yeah.
like they're
Any
not
publicity
the
is good
harbingers of
publicity.
a guardian of the earth.
Well, it's still a larva.
Of course.
She's still got time.
Right.
She can chill out. She can cocoon up. Anyways, it was a fun movie, and I enjoyed it. It for me though, it was like it felt, like I said earlier, it didn't quite feel like it was at that stage of wacky where I was like, oh, they know they're fully committed to this wacky bit, is what it felt like, and I was like, interesting. It's just because it's just an interesting different take on a Godzilla film, and it's great. Again, for 1964, I'm like, I couldn't have done better. So it's a great movie, and like you had said earlier, there is a very serious plot line, like human plot line in this film, where they are there's this princess of a country that I've never heard of,
because it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. Who has this threat on her life, and she's escaping to Japan. Is that the plan?
I think she's,
or just evacuating. I think she's trying to evacuate to safety. One of our main characters is a police officer, and he got told like, "Yo, this princess is going to be coming in for refuge or visiting." Yeah, you're going to be her bodyguard. And he's like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, it's like I'm not. I didn't sign up to guard royalty, sir. I'm just a
and wait, let me hear that. Let me hear you say that one more time. You said that there are active assassins after her right now.
People are trying to kill this woman,
and you want me to be her bodyguard?
Me, and just me. You didn't highlight anyone else that would be part of this detail.
You didn't say anything about like a squad or
you
a
think
team.
I'm enough?
Right.
You took one look at me and was like, okay, yeah, you're it.
Yep.
Like, I respectfully disagree, sir.
But by the end of the movie,
he just ends up doing it anyway.
I mean, not only just doing it anyway, he ends up like eating a couple bullets.
Yeah, taking bullets
just
for this random lady.
Not even that, but like not even moving. He's not even phased by it. He's like,
He's just
shoot me again.
balancing on a cliffside,
Yep.
trying not to fall.
Not looking for cover.
Right. I mean, he's backed into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we can tell, he's only got bushes and vines. So he's like, yeah, sure. Give me the lead.
I'll eat that shit.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Oh, that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so anyways, that's like our main plot line.
Right.
And then apparently like some reporters and other people are like looking out for like UFOs and things like
the
that.
society that has been just on the lookout for extraterrestrials and any kind of like activity of the sort.
Right.
Were able to spy a meteor shower. Now, unbeknownst to any of them,
right,
until like a day later, one of these meteors landed not too far from Mount Fuji.
Yep.
And of course, they sent a research team out there just to see what's what, and they notice it's got some sort of magnetic pull to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got strange properties.
I mentioned, I was like, I love how if I was to guess, it also probably emits some sort of radiation, but they didn't check for any of that.
No.
It's 1964. They don't care.
Right. Who knows?
Nuclear fallout. Yeah, it's fine.
You'd think that'd be like one of the first things they check for. And maybe they did and we just didn't see it.
Right.
But they set up that camp pretty damn quick.
Oh, yeah. And very close to it.
Like, not but like 10 or 15 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Sir, that thing is glowing and...
it's growing as well.
It's growing and it's undulating. Don't think I like that.
Don't know how I feel, man.
You wanna put up base camp right here next to it?
I quit. I'm gonna leave now.
I don't think this is safe.
See, I value my life. So, also, I don't know if you saw this, but we're getting reports that it may fucking explode.
Yeah.
So
there's a woman that is now claiming to be from Venus who keeps
made a prediction about this meteor.
Yeah, right.
This mountain that it's crashed into. By the way,
calling herself the prophet.
I want to go home.
The thing is, like it's not even like for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even say that I believe many alien stuff or conspiracy theories.
Right.
I'm a pretty hard skeptic,
but
I'm also not gonna say I feel like I'm so in the middle. Now I may lean more skeptic and more realist than other people, but at the same time, do I have all the answers? 100% not.
Huh.
I'm always down to be wrong, and so I'm laying down this foundation here, just that way everyone at home knows that if for some reason a space rock comes flying out of the sky,
right,
and then someone,
no matter who, decides to make predictions that just so happen to line up with everything that's happened so far.
Yep.
I'm gonna start,
and then information starts to come out that this is also like a princess person, a person that lived a different life that has now like been somehow possessed by some sort of person from Venus. Yeah, I'm out.
No,
I've been out. I've been gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up sticks and
move. I'm gonna kick rocks so hard, so fast. Again, I'm not even like super on board with like, yes, that's what I want. But like you said, if someone starts coming out here and it's like, I'm the prophet and these things are going to happen, and then they start happening and transpiring.
Like, shit, man.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Bye. Have fun with that. Let me know if anything else life-threatening is going to happen in my general area, please.
I'm going to go walk out into the wilderness, into the forest, set up a fold-out chair next to a stream, and just sit there.
And watch.
Just wait. Just chill out. Just spend a little time out in nature. And
on one hand, if worst comes to worst, I'll just have spent a nice little evening in the woods.
At the end of the world comes, everything blows up and goes to shit. I will have been sitting out in my version of paradise, out in the wilderness.
And if not, just had a nice little outing.
Yeah. If everyone starts wondering where are you, and the world goes back to normal, be like,
I was just taking a little break.
Hey, I had a little.
Just doing some sightseeing. I had to commune with nature real quick.
I panicked. Sorry. I'm human.
Feared for my life.
Hey.
Can you blame me?
Fight or flight. You know what? I have fled.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. So anyways, all that stuff's transpiring. And we get the setup that, of course, Rodan is potentially in this
Right, just chilling out in the crater.
The crater.
Taking a little nap.
Right. And he could be awoken.
Right.
And I believe at this point, too, Godzilla's kind of shown up and is trying to chase whales, apparently.
He was out hunting whales. A boat just so happened to cross his path, and he was like, get the fuck out.
No, dude.
I'm coming to pay you a visit. You done it now.
I had 2 of them in the bag, and you scared them off.
That was my dinner.
You puny-ass little bitch boat. Bam! I mean, didn't even wait.
Right.
Just
he saw that thing, and it was immediately like, get out.
Yep.
You done?
Nah, you done. Humanity and me, we were fine. We were cool. If you kept to your area, but you now scared off my dinner.
Trespassed into my sea space.
Yeah. And scared off dinner.
Yep.
2 violations.
Gotta get your payback now.
Yeah, exactly. That was your 2 strikes. This is your 3rd one.
The craziest part about this one to me is that they didn't even get the military out.
No, I was surprised too. I was like, at some point, I was
closely monitored them.
Yep.
Didn't even attempt retaliation.
I mean, at this point in time, like,
you got 3.
You
got 3 right
not
now.
only that, I feel like it's also, and I don't know about for Showa era time, but at this point in time, you have a pretty good track record of like, as long as we keep our distance, we try and
if we bust out a new weapon, it may like tickle him a bit, but
and it may make things a lot worse.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna spend all this ammunition. We're gonna have to pay all these people to be here to rally them all up.
Yep.
And then now it's going to be all a big waste for our weapons to not really do a whole lot.
Yeah, let's just cut out the middleman and only pay for repairs.
Right, exactly.
Damage
because to be honest, if we just bank on Godzilla, more often than not, he will figure it out.
Right.
He's gonna break shit in the process.
Right.
But
He'll actively be trying to kill most of us. But hey.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If we closely monitor him from a safe distance and we evacuate everyone,
a la Monster Island.
right, we can mitigate all these problems.
Yeah.
Smartest decision.
Yeah. See, they actually had that shit down to a science at one point.
Right.
They had boundaries around the island. Motherfuckers just couldn't get out.
Mm-hmm.
They were just safe. Out of our hair on that island. It was perfect.
But then
the
Fire Nation attacked.
Right. Clearly.
Oh man.
The King Ghidorah attacked.
Yeah.
The Gigan. The Megalon.
All of them.
Ugh.
But yeah. So I actually was really interested. There was a brief moment towards the beginning where I wanted to tell Dylan about a story that was happening in my work life.
Mm-hmm.
So he paused just for a second so I could just like fill him in on what was going on for a second. And then we just press play again after that moment.
That was the fucking best. I did not expect that to hit you as hard as it did.
Because of the fact that what you mean, like the scene or like
just the fact that you forgot what we were watching.
Okay. so in this moment, again, we haven't seen any monsters, and it's all been like human exposition, human character exposition,
right.
And we've probably been like the first 10 minutes in. So I mean, it hasn't.
We see the princess jump out of a plane, and then the plane explodes.
Oh, pop like a firecracker, dude! It's amazing, and I was like,
it's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
It's so good. Whee!
Right.
And it
Her
explodes.
butler or whatever is like, "Would you like a beverage, ma'am?"
Yeah.
She's just like, "Yes, please." And then a flash happens and she's just possessed.
Yeah.
The Venusian is like, "Get the fuck out of there." And she's like, "Bet." So,
right.
So we see the dude walk out with the drink, and then the next shot, it is a snap cut to her just standing in front of the emergency door as it's opening.
Like it's already open.
And she just jumps out. And then the next shot is of the plane exploding, not but 2 seconds after.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And I want you to imagine it's not like a CGI plane explosion.
No, they didn't have CG back then.
No. It's 64, buddy.
Right.
It is like a wooden. It is like a very massive wooden model plane.
Yeah.
I mean, a pretty sizable big wooden model. And I want you to put all the firecrackers you can into it, or one big firecracker. And whenever it blows up, you just see wood and shrapnel, and then like the wings pop off, and it just boom in midair.
Right.
And you can tell it's obviously like the propellers are moving, and like and it's like a night sky background behind it.
Right.
But whenever it explodes, and like none of it explodes like objects that are in motion stay in motion type vibe. No, it just explodes and falls.
It's like pops like a balloon.
And it's amazing. But anyways, what I was saying is that because all this exposition happens, And I'm starting to get involved with the characters a little bit,
Right,
and I'm like, okay, I'm establishing what's going on here.
Yeah.
We get a few minutes into the movie, and like I said, we haven't talked about Godzilla, we haven't talked about monsters, and
Right. There's been no mention.
We've talked about aliens, meteors, and other shit like that.
Right.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Godzilla.
This is an interesting premise.
Because they start
What
talking
is this about again?
because the reason that it brought me up to it was they had talked about potentially like something waking up, like some sort of beast or monster, like some sort of like they're prophesying this like Ghidorah moment or whatever.
Yeah.
And then whenever that happened, I was like, oh,
It's like, oh,
it
right.
was just a brief moment where I was like, oh shit, I forgot this is a Godzilla movie.
my God.
It just slipped my mind because again, like I said, I had because of that disconnect of us pausing for a minute, and then because I was so hyper fixated on like what this like human plot was,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like monsters fighting by the end of this. And I was like,
That's so fucking funny.
it was great. A little nice mishap on my part.
Right. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Could not be me.
I mean, but hey, it did not last long.
Right.
I don't think I made it. I don't think I made it 20, 30 minutes before I realized. I was like, oh yeah, duh.
Right.
That makes sense. Here we are.
Almost forgot.
I'm back. I wasn't locked in, but now I'm locked back
Right,
in. I
right.
got it now.
It's okay. We're rusty. It's the first one we watched in a while.
Yeah, it has been. What was the last one we watched?
The last Godzilla movie we watched?
Bruh.
I want to say it was Final Wars.
Well, that was with Ethan. But
It was, yeah.
But did we do an episode on that one?
We did, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
God, that one was funny.
I'm curious now.
Yeah,
That
I
one
honestly
was
don't
great.
remember. I think the last one you and I had watched was blank.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it too.
Yeah, got no idea.
Damn. Well, for some reason, it's saying I don't have internet right now, so that's fun.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
know I don't know what's happening there, but
A minor hiccup.
yeah, but yeah. What a crazy. So anyways, the continuation of the plot after some time, and we realized that there is like a coup d'etat, like you're talking about,
Right.
where like this other person in power over at I forgot what the name of this country is that has the royalty or whatever.
Sogila.
Yeah, they ended up. He ends up hiring the assassin to, so he's directly responsible for trying to kill the princess.
Like, go out there,
Right.
make sure the bitch is dead, or you're next.
Yeah, what he said.
Exactly.
So he's got some of his lackeys that are all.
Right, look like a bunch of classic goons and gangsters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
What?
Okay, so apparently I don't understand what's happening. I'm in the process of trying to pull up our back catalog and look online, but apparently we don't have any internet right now. I don't know what's happening with that.
We're off the grid.
But dude, I'm sorry for everyone at home. This episode I feel like is all over the place right now because again I don't know what's happening. I pulled up Google just long enough for like an article to pop up, and Donald Sutherland, who played in MASH and also in Kelly's Heroes.
He's dead.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
he passed away 88.
Ugh.
He also played in Hunger Games and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Wow.
and then that
Fuck
happened.
that, man.
Yeah, that happened.
That sucks.
That happened today. I just
Great.
damn.
Podcast over. I have to mourn. I gotta go grieve.
But 88 years old. I mean, that's a
Long lived.
Yeah.
Not bad.
and a great history of. I mean, great characters.
Damn.
What an awesome actor. Sad times.
Yeah.
I was trying to see what if there was a cause or something. Yep.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out at some point.
It's okay. Sorry. Anyways, that just happened earlier today, apparently.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to look up our back catalog for
Right.
episodes. But anyways, so as we're saying before, but while I'm looking at this, he ends
Princess
up
somehow survives,
right, Well, yeah, somehow.
Right.
Oh, and you were
This
talking
dude
about the
gets
most.
his hands on a newspaper from Japan and is like, so
What's this about?
she's still alive. What's you want to tell me what the situation with that is?
You want to
Like-
fill me in, buddy?
And he's like, no fucking way. So of course he's like, get over there. And
This will be your ass.
exactly. So they're able to track her down, figure out, like, get a slight beat on her location based on where she's appeared as the prophet.
Right.
And as soon as they hear about her again, that's when they're going to move in. Meanwhile, this little news reporter lady that we've been following, who is the sister of that cop we mentioned, like towards the beginning of the film, has narrowed down her location and was able to get an interview, if not a short-lived one, with how much seemingly nonsense she was spouting. It was mainly just like little hints, dropping all the knowledge about the oncoming apocalypse that is Ghidorah,
Right.
the Annihilator, the Genocider of Venus.
You're right. A little side tangent. It was Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack.
Dang.
Was the last one we did.
Okay.
Well, last one we did an episode for.
Right.
I'm not sure if we may have done Final Wars between that time.
Right. Was Ethan on that one too?
This was February of this year.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
And no, this one was just the two of us.
Okay.
All out attack.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that man.
The beginning of the year.
Dude, time needs to slow down, buddy. But you're right. King Ghidorah, Genocider of Venus.
Right. What a fucking title. That's
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a good one.
Podcast title.
Speaking of dudes, there are some great alternate titles.
Dude, drop the names. Show me the names.
Hold on, let's finish this. Let's finish this little moment you're talking about.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah, she gets her to a hotel just so she doesn't lose her again.
Of course,
because of all this crazy shit she's talking about. She's like, this will be a great scoop.
Mm-hmm.
This is what a story.
And again, just to paint a picture as well, this lady that's like possessed by the Venusian, she like has lost all emotion and just like stares blankly
behaves like
forward.
a robot.
Yeah, and so like right whenever you think like, oh, like I've got you right here, I'm holding on to you, I got you. Let me go ahead and turn just for a second. She'll just walk away, and it's like I have to tell
I have to go.
I have to tell all of Earth to evacuate.
Right.
It's like, bro, what?
It's like, okay, but I'm a reporter. I can broadcast that
stand
shit.
still. Just
Here.
quit moving.
Have a microphone.
Right. So anyways.
Yeah, the goons get to the hotel and they're just staking it out.
Bruh. And
This dude with the glasses is
when I
the hesitant Harry in this situation because he's like, we don't know for sure it's her. Let's not get crazy. Whereas the rest of them are just chomping at the bit to kill what could be a random person.
Yeah, right. and whenever I say the term goon, this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
We're talking about 1964.
Oh, of course.
Goons.
Gun-toting henchman.
Right. But I'm talking about the fedora. I'm talking about like the hand in the coat, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Right, just wearing a suit.
They don't talk like this, but I imagine it's like come on,
Right,
just whack a rough,
Dude,
boss.
totally.
Come on.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and the guy rounds the corner and he's just kind of like sitting there like, and like he's got a pick, and he goes up and goes, and he
limbers up.
Yeah, he flicks out his hands like, I gotta, and then of course
These are
gets
my
his little pick
tools.
and he squats down and he like puts his little pick in there. And he's like, ooh, all right, and I'm like, dude,
Like
I just imagine him like snapping, going, get the door open.
Right,
he's
he's
like,
getting
no
slizzy
problem,
with it.
boss, I got you. Just give me a second, I'll pop the lock.
right.
Real nice like. Anyways, I think it's funny. Like, and there, I mean, there's in total 4 of them, and they're just it's hilarious.
You could describe them as 4 stooges because they have the most trouble killing anyone for being professional assassins.
Yeah,
quote unquote. Like
for being
Jesus.
really good at this, you suck.
Not only to be outwitted by 2 small fairies,
Yeah,
but also by one guy.
one guy.
Right. It's insane.
One guy, 2 fairies.
Exactly.
Your whole operation's out of here.
Right. Say goodbye. But like not to who you want to say goodbye to.
But like for real this time.
Yeah. The big bye-bye.
Okay, before we continue,
Uh-huh.
let's go ahead and talk about some of these titles.
Please.
I think this is gonna be
I've been
so
waiting
fun.
for these.
We'll pick back up on the
Yeah.
conclusion of this
Right.
Of the story, but in true fashion for this episode, we're gonna be all over the place.
Right.
There's a pretty sizable list. Some are better than others. Some are pretty
Right. Can't all be winners.
like I'll go ahead and just throw out the most basic one. For France. It was just called Ghidorah.
Damn.
That's it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty simple. Singapore had Monster of Monsters.
Dude.
And then, of course, there was an alternate version of like other original international titles, which was Monster of Monsters, Ghidorah. So, again,
Wow.
pretty simple. Nothing too crazy.
Right.
Oh, man. And then it gets... yeah, here we
Lay it
go.
on me. Lay it on me.
3 giant monsters, the greatest battle on Earth.
That is this. That's the title.
3
that is a sentence.
3 giant monsters, colon.
That makes it seem like a series.
Exactly. Yeah. So 3
You
giant
seen the newest
monsters.
3 Giant Monsters movie?
Yeah. So like title 3 giant monsters. Subtitle: The greatest battle on Earth.
Oh my god.
That was that says that is the literal Japanese title. So if you were to
Wow.
literally translate it over, that's what it would be.
Damn.
I think there is a re-release title which phrases it a little differently, and it says Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, the greatest battle on Earth. So changes it a little bit.
Right. It was surely a battle.
Yeah, there was an 8mm title in Japan called Space Monster King Ghidorah.
He sure is.
Right. Yeah, he sure is. United States and United Kingdom got. Oh God, this is great.
What is it?
I don't know if this is a typo on the wiki. I don't think it is.
Is it Ghidorah?
Yeah. Hold on. United States and United Kingdom got Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster.
Yep, that's it.
Is that the actual?
I remember that one. Yeah, that's how they pronounced it in the film, or at least for the
Really?
dub.
Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Ghidorah. Oh man, that's good. Then we got Germany. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. Germany. The title of this movie was Frankenstein's Monsters in Battle Against Ghidorah.
What the fuck is with these? Okay, see, that's not the only time that's happened. For whatever reason, I don't know if this is exclusive to the German versions of these films, but they were all changed to Frankenstein's monster.
I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck looked at Frankenstein
Yeah.
or envisioned him and thought he looked like a giant radioactive lizard. But that is easily the funniest thing.
Frankenstein's Monster, I'm Kampf gegen
Don't
Ghidorah.
Don't
I
even.
don't know. Yeah.
I was
I
about
don't know
to say.
German yet.
Oh my god.
And then you got Taiwan is 4 giant monsters, the greatest battle on Earth. I'm noticing a theme here of the greatest battle on Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that carried over, I guess. But they actually improved in that there were actually 4 monsters instead of just 3.
Yeah. Mexico got Ghidorah, monster of the 3 heads. Yeah, that's good.
Oh man.
Argentina was Ghidorah, the monster of 3 heads as
I am
well.
amazed that this got localized to so many countries.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Turkey was Ghidorah, monster of monsters.
Right.
Brazil. Oh.
They got something different.
Brazil got Ghidorah, the tricephalic monster.
What?
I don't know that.
Tricephalic?
Yeah,
Is that another word for 3-headed?
I guess.
Damn.
Triceph, tricephal.
Oh, tricephic.
No.
Or is there an L in there?
Sorry, it's Cephalic.
Tricephalic.
Tricephalic. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought.
Yeah.
I thought I had it pronounced right. Anyways,
Damn.
yeah, I don't know. I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to look that one up later. Jesus.
I thought it was like but for a second when I looked at it, I thought it said like the Jurassic or like the
The
Thoracic,
Triceratops
like the Thoracic era or whatever it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, so
Thoracic.
yeah. Spain is Godzilla against Ghidorah, the dragon of 3 heads. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That
anyways,
works.
So that's it. You know, some of them are like I said,
they all got 3 in there.
Some of them are real wacky. Some of them are
fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah. Frankenstein's monsters in. I love how it's in battle against Ghidorah.
Oh,
As if as if Rodan and Godzilla and Mothra are all Frankenstein's monsters.
Jesus.
Against Ghidorah. That's funny.
Oh man.
I love the through line though. In so many iterations, it is the greatest battle on Earth.
Right, or of the 3 heads.
Yeah. Or just of 3 heads. Monster of 3 heads. Monster of 3 heads.
Monster of monsters.
Yeah. Monster of monsters. That's a good anyways, sorry.
I like mine the best.
The
Genocider of Venus.
Genocider of Venus. I just the name Genocider.
Right.
Like
someone who has committed genocide.
It makes it like a profession.
Exactly.
Like this is an engineer, this is a writer, this is a genocider.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Big shoes to fill.
Writer, director, genocider. Oh, that's good.
An entire people were wiped out in the making of this film.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was trying to think of something of some other way to elaborate on that. How could you be like the harbinger? You know what I mean? Like you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
The harbinger, the liberator, and the
apocalyptor.
Yeah, and the harbinger, the apocalyptor, and the genocider.
The disasterer.
Yeah. The 3 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh man.
Or whatever. It's good.
Yeah.
The one who comes to warn you, the one that actually does it, and the one that cleans up afterwards. Or something
right.
Like that.
Oh my
That'd
god.
be funny. Anyways.
Good stuff. It's always a blast watching these movies. I love how fucking just insane they are.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
Mm-hmm. Which one would you want to watch next?
Oh, bro, I don't even know.
We still have so many left over.
I know, and I'm so surprised. I kind of want to watch another wacky one. Now that I got that itch, this like show era itch, I want to really I want to satisfy that craving a little more of like it's just something.
I think Godzilla versus Gigan might be next on the list if that's what you're hoping for.
Okay, I'm ready.
Or maybe even Son of Godzilla.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Am I ready for that one?
I don't think anyone ever is.
Love it.
But you see it anyway.
But you see it anyway.
You remember the Guagua image I sent you?
Or
have I not shown that to you? Oh my god.
You may have, to be honest.
Let me just make sure real quick. Where is it? Oh, there we are.
Oh, what is that? Oh no!
Yep.
Guagua.
There he is.
What is that?
It's a baby Godzilla.
The newspaper Shindo.
Motherfucker's just like anyway.
I don't. What do you even do? The show must go on, and I just scrolled down here and it says that I saw the trivia section. The newspaper Shindo reads at the police station headquarters before meeting with Okita. Displays the date as January 18th, Showa 40.
Oh.
1965, though the Gregorian... Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
I'm confused.
You know they got a whole different like era system over there, right?
No. Oh,
yeah, the eras aren't
see,
exclusive to these films. It's just like when they were made. Like during the era of.
Got it. January 18th, Showa 40, which is considered 1965, though the Gregorian date is erroneously written as 1964.
That's funny.
Interesting. Wow.
Just in case.
Not once does Godzilla use his atomic breath against King Ghidorah in the battle on screen in this film.
He didn't need it.
While he does use it repeatedly
against Rodan,
with no apparent effect against
Rodan.
Rodan.
He was pissed.
Yeah, that's.
It
good.
didn't even look like it was. He was just throwing out vapor.
Bro, I love
blowing smoke in his face.
There's one thing that I love in this film that is so wacky that I wish that I could see more of, and I think it because it further lends to that characterization that we do, the voice that we put onto it, is, dude, there's so many times where they were just like picking up rocks and hucking at each other.
Just throwing stones.
Dude, after the whole fight sequence where Mothra is on Rodan's back spitting webs and just like has King Ghidorah's
the aerial
face.
assault.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's so good. Has his face all just like cocooned up, and Godzilla has both of his tails in his arms, and he like, does like the pickup swing and throws him out.
He just fucking hucks him away.
Hucks him off a cliff, and of course,
and he just
Ghidorah flies
gets
away.
the fuck out of there.
And then, but the whole time, Godzilla just like keeps picking up these massive boulders and keeps like hucking it at him. And dude, nothing satisfies me more of me just of watching that visualization of him picking these rocks, throwing it, and actually hitting them and saying, "Go on, get
right,
scram, and don't come back. Good riddance, you bitch." Like I just saying all that the whole time while I'm watching Godzilla, fling these rocks around and going like flailing around.
Get the fuck out of my house!
Get out of my house! Take your shit and get off my planet. It made me so happy. I was watching it the whole.
If I ever see you again,
if I ever see you again,
I'm putting you in the fucking ground.
If you ever try,
and he does.
If you ever try to be a genocider in my house,
3 or 4 movies ahead, they straight up kill him.
You come into my house, try and be a genocider in my domain.
It's my job.
It's my job, bitch.
One is enough.
Yeah. I got Rodan over here trying to cause a ruckus.
Right,
I'm trying to put
I got
him
this fucking
alive.
kite with a beak.
Yeah. Mothra ain't even fully evolved yet. And she out here
trying to broke her piece.
She out here trying to keep me in line.
She's a baby. I'm a grown man.
And I've had it. My dinner's been taken
talked
away.
down to by a toddler.
Yeah. I got a 3-headed golden lizard in here trying to tell me how to run my show.
Trying to take my job.
Yeah, trying to take my job. Oh man, I love it. That's the kind of, I love that. Of like being able to vocalize over a fight sequence of these like crazy monsters.
Because that's what he's saying.
100%. You don't have to suspend your disbelief at all for it to go like, hell yeah.
The funny thing is we get actual translations through the twins whenever Mothra was trying to convince them to fight with her.
So good.
And they're just sitting down looking around like, whatever. It's none of our business.
Nah.
Fuck the humans.
Rodan, like a couple of bros.
Yeah.
Rodan and Godzilla have been duking it out for the past couple hours. And then all of a sudden,
just throwing rocks back and forth. Playing hot potato.
Bonking on each other's heads. Rodan keeps swooping in, causing a ruckus and all that kind of shit. And they're both just like posted up there over this hill, just standing there like, what? What do you want?
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, hey, there's a bigger...
I like to think after... I can only imagine Godzilla just stops in his tracks. It's like, wait. There's a word.
Yeah.
It's trying to say something.
Yeah. Yo, wait, is that Mothra down there?
Of course that doesn't happen. She ends up like spraying him down with a bit of web and is like, hey, cut this shit out.
Pay attention to me.
Right. Oh, man.
I love that. And it's
wise beyond her years.
So amazing. It's so funny in all the right ways. An early concept for King Ghidorah had him with rainbow colored wings.
Oh yeah,
and a purple body.
I remember seeing a picture of that
with his 3 heads spitting fire from their mouths instead of gravity beams.
I fucking love that it's called the gravity beam.
Oh yeah, gravity beams.
So
badass. Cool. Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster, was released without an official companion feature in the U.S. The film was shown at showcase theaters in the New York metropolitan area with Elvis Presley film Harem Scarum?
Harem Scarum?
Harem Scarum? Oh. December 1965.
Wow.
Interesting.
Didn't know that.
Didn't know that. As part of a Mothra edited and retitled Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, The Greatest Battle on Earth. It was released alongside a compilation film containing episode 13 and 14 of Return of Ultraman, titled Return of Ultraman, Fear of the Tornado Monsters. Stop motion animated short film adaptation.
Wow.
Of Hans Christian Andersen's story, The Little Match Girl. Fun.
Yeah, that's quite the gallery.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they aired Ultraman in any way, shape, or form back there. Holy shit.
This film marks the second screen appearance of Rodan and the monster's first appearance in a Godzilla film. Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He had his own movie first.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I
didn't know Rodan was a standalone guy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Mothra was the same.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
This film is the first Godzilla film not to feature any JSDF or military vehicles such as tanks or jets.
Right. They knew better.
Yeah,
for once.
For once, they got their shit together.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, so good.
I feel like if it's just Godzilla, they'd actually do something. But as soon as they get like one more or two, they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take a back seat to this. I'm not gonna waste money and lives on that. A situation we clearly won't have any stake in.
Right. This was the first Godzilla film to introduce a monster taller than Godzilla.
Wow. Yeah, Ghidorah's a big fella.
Yeah. A Natari UFO prop from Battle in Outer Space can be seen in the office of the head of the UFO club in the film.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I love little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, the crazy part of this film, not only from the fights at the very end, but I love the guns just feel like they're from the 1960s.
Right.
Like, obviously, I think they're shooting blanks,
right.
or they're like shooting caps or something like that.
Mm.
So like, because like
little
there's
pop guns.
I mean, because it doesn't sound like a bullet at all.
No,
it sounds like pack, pack,
right,
pack,
or
pack.
in some instances even pew.
Yeah, right, pew.
Like especially from I think it was the dudes from the assassins.
Yes,
had those whack ass guns. Like, jeez.
Dude, at the very end, whenever they're on the cliffside and he's trying to save the princess, and the main, our main villain,
right, the only survivor of a landslide that Ghidorah caused, just walked out of the car with a sniper,
right, a silenced sniper.
I gotta do it,
and I mean, and I love the fact that like you see him pull the trigger, right, and you see a flash and smoke come out the barrel, but no recoil,
none.
And for me, like it made me feel a little bit weird. I was like, oh,
right,
I was like, oh, how weird!
What just happened?
It made it feel like it was like a laser gun.
Like maybe it's just like, a really weird looking magic staff.
I don't know.
He's just casting bullets. Oh man.
Oh man. Have you seen that skit?
Yeah.
Of the shotgun?
Yes.
Right. It's a shotgun.
Abraca hollow point.
Yeah, I love it. Oh god. Oh, anyways, man. I mean, you want to talk about a poor shot, like not being able to kill him.
He cannot hit for shit.
I mean, he'll
either graze or hit a non-vital part of the body.
And I'm telling you, he is prone with a scope. Yeah. And I'm telling you, none of
best position. He's got the high ground too.
I mean, he's got the high ground.
Every possible advantage.
And he still fumbles it.
Right. The other dude is out gunfighting him with a pistol.
Yeah.
Right now.
Is what it is. Anyways, he somehow doesn't. He shoots the princess in the head, and I thought 100%
that she just fucking died.
Well, because that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Nothing looks grazed. He pulled the trigger again. A magic explosion came out the barrel, and she goes, "Ugh!" And like does
you see the shot hit the wall like next to her head.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't see that. I just maybe because I thought it went through her head.
Yeah.
But I was right. Like, whenever it hit, I thought for sure that
she's done.
I thought she got
job's finished.
She got domed. Mission failed. I was like, damn, because she also she does the little pirouette fall down,
right.
And I was like, damn, yeah, she's. I was like, sad, big sad.
Yeah. Sag.
I'm so sad. Alex Esposito.
Oh my god.
Like I said, our main man is getting down the cliffside,
bobbing and weaving, climbing down the vines,
and then she's
just on the ground,
mostly coherent.
Right.
He has bandages at the ready,
Mm-hmm.
wraps her head up, and I'm like, bro, first of all,
congrats,
on
that
way to
speedy
go.
recovery.
Yeah, not only that, you had that shit on lockdown. You knew something was gonna happen.
He ran out in the open. There's a sniper. There's gonna be damage.
Oh yeah. He's like, I know for a fact
it's unavoidable.
she's gonna hurt herself, and I know it. But as he realizes where the shots are coming from, because again, like he shoots again and like shoots the wall or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like Dylan was saying, our main man's got a pistol.
Right. Returns fire.
And again, I think he gets his right hand grazed.
Either grazed or just shot.
Yeah,
like straight up.
I don't know. And as he's standing there, the villain now proceeds to stand up to get, I guess, get a better view of the target.
Final blow.
And he shoots his forearm.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, I'm assuming like this must be like what I thought was a sniper rifle. It must be a 22
at least
or something. Because I mean, like he's like, pew! And like not only is there no recoil, but he's also like the guy's like, my forearm, and it's like that shit should have been gone.
Didn't even put you on the ground.
No,
like ow,
ow, yeah, like it was a machine gun. Oh shit,
that's smarts.
Yeah, and it's like,
so he's still on his feet. He's just standing up, like
Yeah.
at this point, guarding this woman. And the best part is that the dude is still missing. You see a couple of shots land to the left and right of them.
At a certain point, I was hoping he would try and reload the gun just to like really prove how bad he was.
Yeah,
It was
it's like, hey, give me a second. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Just don't stop. Don't move. Hold on.
I gotta reload.
Yeah. That would have been so funny.
Yeah. But
Shit. Oh shit.
Right.
Fuck. Stop. Don't. Hey. Wait.
Stand still.
Yeah. Still. That's great.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'm just trying to like his gun's jammed.
He's dropping bullets. He bends over to pick him up.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
jeez.
Jeez. Oh, he goes from a cool mafia boss to just like,
He's a bumbling idiot.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, like you said, there's a rock slide happens, and of course, crushes him.
Right, deaded,
And
Ghidorah.
Ghidorah. Oh man. And then may I say, what a weird ending to this film.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so the assassin's dead,
Right.
and I
We
got
saved your life.
right.
You're back to your senses.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Have a safe trip home.
right. And then and she just goes back home,
Yep.
which that's not. I wouldn't say it's weird, but I definitely was like, I would have definitely like had. At least the movie doesn't tell us this. I would have like had. Now that we have all the info, the intel about what's going on,
Right.
I would have had that other person, taken out of the country before I go back into it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna send you home with some support.
Right.
Some enforcers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like something, but it just kind of feels like she just takes a plane home and everyone's like, bye. And you're like heading back to the person that like plotted to kill you. Anyways, that wasn't the weird part, but like the thing that was kind of strange was the fact, like at least for me, because again, King Ghidorah doesn't die or doesn't
Right, he
go,
just leaves.
He just flies off
He's
into
like,
the
"Nah,
sunset.
I'm done."
And like that's what I think is so hilarious is that the last altercation is King Ghidorah flying away with his two tails between his legs, and Godzilla literally standing on a ledge, swinging his fist, throwing boulders
like,
at
you
him.
fucking bitch, get back here.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say get back here. Just get out and stay out. I don't want to see your yellow belly here again.
Oh, man.
It's like, okay, yeah, I see what's going on.
Right.
So that's the last altercation we see there. And then, oh man, and then after the princess leaves, we get a cut back, and then
We see Rodan and Godzilla staring over a cliff, watching Mothra leave.
watching Mothra swim off into back onto her island with her fairies, being like,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're heading back to Infinite Island.
We'll see you later.
And then bam. Finn.
Wait. But I'm not even done yet. But like but Godzilla and Rodan are still just chilling there like they're just old college buddies.
Right.
They're just kind of like, yeah, they're
seeing their friend off.
yeah,
Like,
they're just
okay.
chilling there, not waving, but they're just only like, hey,
See ya.
what up? You come
Whatever.
back. Don't be a stranger. That's what it feels like. And I was like, were you guys like duking it out?
Right.
Like there's no
I'm
tomorrow?
sorry. Don't you still fucking hate humanity?
No. They were fine.
Right.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Got the stupid knocked out of me.
yeah. Rodan's like, you know what? Maybe we are better together.
Yeah. We should do this again.
I'm gonna go take a long nap, but then
Right.
I'll come back
I've
out.
had enough for a while.
Yeah.
I'll see you next shift.
It was so strange because usually every I feel like Godzilla movie ends up with like a monster being defeated or killed or some sort of
And he walks out into the sea.
right. Yeah. Right. And he is the one saying the final goodbye.
But nah, he's just chilling.
he's just chilling there with his buddy
like,
Rodan.
I'm gonna be terrestrial for a while.
Right. And not only that, I'm like, but I was like,
Like, all right,
unlikely
sure.
allies. Unlikely allies. I didn't think that at the very end of this that I would have
They were just gonna be chilling out.
Godzilla and Rodan holding hand in hand, waving goodbye to their friend Mothra.
Right.
Like I was like, that is not what I was expecting. I was like, all right, hey, that's.
There we go.
It was such a.
yeah.
It was like I said, it wasn't bad, but once it all finished and that whole sequence walked away, and and of course the image fades out between Godzilla and Rodan, and it just says finished or Finn or whatever. The end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, what? I
guess.
that was it. I was like, oh, okay. I thought there was gonna be like a whole.
Right.
I don't know, second phase? Or I don't know. Yeah.
The final boss, but for real.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Godzilla's the protagonist, and he took out. He has like the second phase is finishing off Rodan.
The third phase is just, but no, really.
Yeah. But no, now this is my turn. But wait, there's more. Oh man, this is so good.
Yeah.
I had a fun time with this.
Of course. As always.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't. Like I said before, and I've said
Never.
I've
Not
said
once have we ever gone wrong with one of these films.
Said it so many times. When it comes to Godzilla films, you really have to watch it with the right person. But you really just, the only thing I would say for really any Godzilla movie is just go into it expecting to have a good time.
Right.
Just have fun.
Especially with the older ones, it's not going to be.
It's just wacky,
like
dude.
hard hitting. Like,
yeah.
Like, unless you're watching the first one, of course, but holy shit.
Right.
Everything after that.
Yes.
Ooh,
But it's great.
It's perfect.
They're classics for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
There's 200 of them for a reason.
Right. They're in the Criterion collection for a reason.
Right. It's so, I think it's just, that's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But enough about that. Is there anything else you got going on recently?
I've been going through Lost Planet 2 again.
Oh.
Because holy shit.
Good stuff.
It's a masterpiece.
I mean,
I can't name another game like it to this day that has come out that has brought me as much enjoyment as that game has.
It is definitely a unique game.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing quite. It is like a linear based like story game.
Right, level-based third-person shooter.
Right, but with mechs
and monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's one thing fucking Capcom exceeds at, it's monsters.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole game series where you hunt them.
You're right. There are actually numerous games in that
yeah.
series. They're actually coming up with a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the name is, but everyone's been going crazy for that girl.
Yeah. Oh God. Don't.
I'm
Don't
even.
But,
By God.
No.
I'm playing it.
But yeah, it's just I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just so damn good.
I think it's just because it's that you have found that game that I think just really scratches that itch.
It's cozy.
It really, I think.
I love the VSs. I love fighting the Acrid. I love the bosses.
It just meets all of your niches into one thing, and it does it effectively.
It's got so many. The whole fucking campaign.
Yeah.
Is like an action movie.
Right. It's wacky.
Multiple different action movies,
dude. So good.
With a comedic one thrown in towards the end.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I wish there were more like it.
Speaking of action movie, and something that I so badly want to do with you now.
Yeah.
As people of this show and my personal life know, I've been falling pretty heavily into Helldivers 2.
Oh god.
Love that game so much. And the most recent Warbond that came out like a week ago is called the Viper Commando. And it takes heavy inspiration from the 80s action movies.
Oh yeah.
And specifically The Predator.
Definitely.
And I mean, there's so many good good new additions, and like they had a big patch update to like reworked a lot of things where like the game effectively plays a little different in my personal opinion from like especially like some of the higher difficulty stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was a great patch. Fixed a lot of weapons, fixed a lot of bugs, did a lot of great things. And tweaked some of the difficulty stuff. And like I said, it feels like the same game, but it just functions a little bit better. Super good. Not the point. The Viper Commando stuff has a couple of cool weapons and emotes and things like that. One of them, like you can swap out your grenade for a throwing knife,
right.
And it's actually apparently pretty good.
Damn.
I saw a guy who was able to throw it in the air and with a certain level of accuracy, guess where it's going to land, and he was able to throw it and then run over to that position and make it drop on his head and kill him. I was like, what a fun!
Oh my god!
Anyway, it's just wacky like that. But there is an emote called the Test of Conviction, and it's the like what is now a meme, but it's the moment from the Predator where. I don't remember Arnold Schwarzenegger's character's name, but him and Dylan,
right, Dutch,
they grab their they like he's like, you son of a bitch, and they do like the handshake, but it's like the
pythons on display,
and it's like and then the camera like just takes a full like it has that full screen image of them like almost arm wrestling,
meaty whack,
and I saw one guy. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I so badly want to do this. They had like a little small base, and there was like kind of bullets flying around, and one of the two guys drops a 500 kilogram on the like fabricator, and like with all the bots around the area,
right?
And then he turns over there and he says, "You son of a bitch!" And then of course, and the guy walks over next to him, and then of course they go, whoosh, and as they do that, the 500 kilogram goes off behind them. So like the camera is like to the main character's right side, and of course the bomb's to his left side. So whenever the camera, whenever he kind of like zooms in a little bit on like the interaction of them like holding their arms together, just this massive explosion goes behind them, and I was hell yeah,
wake
dude.
of what?
Hell yeah. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That felt so good to watch. But anyways, so there's a whole lot of stuff like that where I'm like, I think they're doing a great job with that game.
Yeah.
I think they're really finding their niche, and they're doing a pretty good job. I think people, because it's so popular, there's a lot of voices. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, I think, a lot of times. And I think a lot of people that have been hating on it, a lot of people have been saying a whole lot of shit about it. But whenever I look at it, I'm like, from what I've seen on social media and from what I've seen on like developer logs and things like that or whatever, there's a lot of good people behind that game. Just trying to make a really good game. And I'm like, you know what? I can get behind that.
Right.
There's a whole lot of other hullabaloo, a whole lot of other stuff. People got their nitpicks and their things and all these little things I don't like. But I'm like, at the end of the day, there's a bunch of guys just trying to have fun making a game and make it fun. I'm like, I can 100% get behind that. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to have its problems. It's going to have its flaws. It's it's just like everything else in the world. But hey,
it's fun.
It's fun, and I love it. And it's a great. I mean, if you want to talk about a great wacky time with some friends, it's great.
Oh man,
a lot of great stories can be had on that game. So yeah,
good stuff.
Good stuff. I've been getting back into modding Skyrim a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of, I had this moment like probably every, like I think with anybody who's ever like really seriously played through Skyrim or any really RPG. I mean, like you with Lost Planet, you have these moments where
Lost Planet, Halo, Mass Effect,
all of it. Yeah, you're just like, man, it's been a minute.
Right.
Let me go hop back in.
Time to get back to it.
Time to get back to it. And there's I don't do anything super crazy with Skyrim, but there's a handful of like really cool quality of life mods and like text like retextures and I have one called like Vivid Weather and things like that do a whole bunch of really cool stuff and like they change the color and everything like that.
Right.
So I got back into it recently because I was like, I want to play this game, and I went ahead and just updated a few of like some of them were out of date or whatever, a few of the mods, and I tried to get some new ones, which some ended up really working, some did not, and I was like, nah, yeah, it happens, or some weren't compatible with each other, and I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about it. But I got some cool new equipment and some new stuff, whatever. But I hopped in and got it all done, and like not only, like I said, not only is the game like the music and the environments are just pretty and awesome to be back in again, but like some of the retextures and like the weathers, like I got like ones that have like actual like pretty heavy rain.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is like something that's not really in the game. There's like light rain, or like I think what they consider heavy rain's not
really, not quite as heavy as I'd like it to be.
Right. There's like, if you go far enough north, there's like some pretty crazy blizzards where like you can really can't see a whole lot.
Yeah. Straight up whiteouts.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then there's in like the southern area, like near Riften or whatever, there's all those like kind of like autumn vibe, autumn trees or whatever that have like cool mist and things. So it kind of punches up the colors, makes it a little more contrasted, so it's not so like dull. Anyways, it's all creative things that I'm like, when I looked at it, I'm like, I just think it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
So
He thinks that would enhance the experience.
Exactly. I'm playing like a hardcore run of it. And so like I can't fast travel, I can't do certain things or whatever. And so doing that has kind of got me into some like creative areas where like I've had to, take a horse to a certain area and all that kind of stuff. And I've gotten to see some things that like I've never really seen in the game before. Because you fast travel everywhere, mostly. So I've been able to stumble across some little caves and things here and there. I'm like, I really don't ever remember this being here. And it's also like super pretty. So I'm like there's this beautiful swelling music, and I'm like, there's a sun.
To the point where I actually don't want to fast travel.
I'm walking around.
Take in the scenery.
There's a dude walking over here, and I'm like, is he gonna be bad? Is he gonna be okay? Like, we're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna kill him anyway.
and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna do nothing. I had one of those encounters with the orcs that's like, I'm too old. I gotta die a good death. And I was like, I mean, I can try and give you
bring it in, bro.
Yeah. And he was like,
I'll give it to you.
You think you can? I was like, I mean, I'll try it out. And I mean, he definitely gave me a run for my money, dude. But I gave him an honorable death, and I was like, hell yeah.
Send him to Gork and Mork.
Gork and Mork. Oh, that's good. So anyways, but I have a lot of fun with that too. So, but I've been trying to get in touch with Ethan a little bit about trying to get a playthrough set up, because also something that happened recently was Kingdom Hearts came out.
Oh my God.
Steam.
Dude.
He is wild.
He's nuts.
He is nuts. I mean, we all know that.
Of course. The motherfucker was on the spot.
The first night.
Like, he came over the night it was supposed to, the night before it was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
And we were just chilling out watching a show or some shit. And I was like, so you're off tomorrow too, right? And I'm like, yeah. Would you want to hang out again? And then he's like, nah, man, Kingdom Hearts comes out. I'm going to be sitting down there all day. I'm like, fair. I should have figured. Excuse me.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say he
tried for a speed run.
He speed runned it. I think he got it in a handful of hours.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think he broke any records, but I think he got it like in 6
just seeing
hours.
How far he could do.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
literal demon.
Crazy. I tried it. My hand. I'd put it on the hardest difficulty in the first one. And I was like running around, and I haven't played that game in so long.
Right.
And I tried my hand at it, and I was like, I almost died to like the first boss area guy, shadow guy, and I was like, damn, I'm rusty at this.
Jeez.
I used a potion of mine, and like I was like picking up health orbs, and I was like, damn, I don't know how to.
This ain't it, Chief.
I don't know how to min max this game like he does. So, but I also haven't put nearly the amount of hours he has in it. So. But yeah, the reason I brought that up is because I think it'd be fun.
Imagine if that's our first playthrough. Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, you laugh.
I mean, that'd be really funny.
Really funny. I would like to start doing some playthroughs. I want to do some playthroughs. I want to do some fun, like little, just like one-off, little arcade runs of some things or whatever. I just think it'd be fun. But anyways, I'm interested.
Definitely.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions, or you have I know we already have a couple of people that have been reaching out to us about some suggestions. We definitely have those. But if you want to put in your 2 cents, you can go on the YouTube channel and comment on the videos.
Right.
And of course, let us know what you think.
I got a plethora of systems.
Oh, yeah.
And respective games to choose from.
There, I mean, yeah.
If you throw one out there, chances are I've got it.
Unless it's something super obscure.
Or super expensive.
Right. The likelihood of us probably having it in this household is pretty high.
Yeah.
Or not hard to get our hands on.
Exactly.
Someday now, like you said, if it's obscure or super expensive, it may
right. Of course, if you throw out like a fucking, I don't know, unopened copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga, that's going to be a no.
I love how that's the one response we get
because it goes for thousands.
No, I'm just saying, like that's
almost $3,000 for that thing.
That's just one. That's one person in the comment section is like, I don't want you guys to play any other game. I just want you to play an unopened copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. I want you to open it up on stream and play it.
Newsflash! Fuck you! Send me the money for it and then we'll talk.
Right. Send it to me in the mail. That's funny though. But yeah.
One day. One of these fucking days, I'll have it.
Yeah. That's on the... It's on the...
Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn, okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have a Sega Saturn?
Not yet. I have a copy of Panzer Dragoon, the first
one.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
But no Saturn to play it on.
There you go. That's the first thing.
Yep.
Send us a Saturn, and then we'll make it happen.
Right. We don't even have a mailing address for them.
Hey, if someone's willing to do it, I can set up a P.O. box tomorrow.
Right. We'll just open one up. It's fine.
It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, that's so funny.
That's fucking we're going to get blown up. Somebody out there is going to see fit to just murder us.
Well, I don't know about that.
You don't know.
I mean, you're right. But I don't think you know either.
I don't.
I think there's more good people out there that be like, hell yeah.
Maybe.
So anyways, on that note, if you are, like I said, if there's any suggestions you want for movies or games or anything like that, let us know. Like I said, the YouTube channel, if you go into YouTube in the search bar, type in @Hindsight Studios, you can find all the podcasts there that we do, as well as hopefully in the future some of the games.
Yeah,
we're going to be starting to play, have some fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ethan's off this weekend, so there may be another About Nothing episode coming up, possibly.
Yeah, we still gotta.
Yeah,
we still gotta do that.
Supposedly, I'm not in the loop for that all the time. That's his baby.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one of those coming up pretty soon. You can take a look out for. But anyways, until next week, thank you so much for listening.
See ya.
Bye-bye.